1. Wait, we're almost there. And we're live! What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Casket King here, back at it again with another live stream. And I'm here with my brother, Krusty Loves.
What's up? That's how's everybody doing today out there?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, we lost Krusty. He'll be back. Welcome back.
You there?
Welcome back. You left the call.
Yeah, I really did. Hi, yeah, I'm glad to be here. Leave call.
Well, fuck me.
I mean, okay.
Fuck me, fuck you. Well, you fuck me and I fuck you. It's
And
somewhere
now
between.
we are no longer monetized.
It's somewhere between sizzling and a 69.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
But that's when you do it when there's just two guys.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Fun in the sun. So, Casket King, I've got a question for you, buddy.
I might have an answer.
All right.
So
here's my question.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Hold on.
Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Gesundheit.
All right, never mind. I thought I was gonna sneeze, but then I decided not to.
Which one annoys you more, when someone says bless you or gesundheit?
Oh, bless you. I fucking hate it.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because it's like, you know what? I just hate when people bless me, because I know they're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Well, I bless you, Casket. I bless you so much, my brother.
You know what? Just because you can't, I'm gonna look at the sunset later.
God damn. That's good. You got me there.
You know I love you like a brother.
Yeah, I know. Like a conjoined twin.
Yes. We're conjoined to the testicles.
Yeah, that was a freak accident. We weren't born like that.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting time. The doctor was very impressed that we figured out how to do that, but
we did make a pigeon rat.
Yeah. It was very interesting. So, my man, I have been loving this show. I talked about it yesterday. I'm gonna talk about it again today. I'm still not finished with season 1.
Right.
I love this show so much. I've gone on to YouTube Music and I've liked all of their songs.
Nice.
Like it is just a freaking. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's clicked in all of my brain in the right way.
So you gotta start listening to rock and roll?
Yeah, man. Me, Dr. T. All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, they did a joke like this on Robot Chicken years ago. You might have seen it.
What joke?
About the Electric Mayhem, and then it's like all behind the music.
Really?
You've never seen?
No.
Oh, let me put it on real quick.
No, that's a great way to get copyrighted.
You know what? You're right. That is a great way to. We already got copyrighted once. Don't want to do it again.
Let's not do that
Yo,
again,
it's
my
Extra
dude.
Queso.
Hello, Mr. Queso. How you be, mate? I went live earlier. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw.
I had some comment interactions
You had to
I'm
worry.
and I got new subscribers. I'm thinking, yeah, I got some new subs.
Nice.
3 new subs, and some. I'm thinking about doing at least going live for 3 times a week playing music on my
Why
channel.
not,
That's
man?
probably what
Why
I'll end up
not?
doing.
It's just virtual busking.
Pretty much. I mean, the audience is growing, and plus, I'll be honest, it's I've not had any negative comments. Knock on wood. So I'm like, you know what? People are being nice, and people are subbing. I like this environment. I'm just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you should connect your YouTube to your bank account.
Sure, man.
Get those
Maybe I'll think.
donos
I'll think
in,
about.
my dude.
I'll think about doing that later. Right now, I'm just doing it for the love of the music, my man.
Hell
Just
yeah.
sharing the passion. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just the love of the music and sharing that love with
Hey
all
man,
of
at least
those
you've
who can
got
buy.
passion. I can't say the same.
You have passion.
I do.
Yeah, you're passionate.
About.
A lot of things, man. Don't even joke. You're passionate about music, just not playing it, listening to it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, man. You're a passion head, just like me. You
Thank you
know, and
for the first like.
oh, someone liked. That's something I need to start advertising for is likes. People keep leaving me lovely comments, and then I forget to tell them to do stuff or ask them to do stuff. Excuse me. Um, yeah, the hurricane, the Rock On song from the Electric, what you call it, Avenue. Is that it?
Electric Mayhem?
Yeah, Electric Mayhem. Their Rock On song is freaking great. Like that song, every time I hear it, it pumps me up. So good. The Electric Mayhem.
I wonder if this has anything with us doing Desert Island Discs.
Rub me like a if what does.
You getting into the show.
No, what got me into it is I I've started watching Muppets movies, and I watched my favorite Muppets movie ever. And then I was like, I wonder what other Muppets things they have that I don't know about. And then I saw this show, and I'm like, damn, this is everything I've always wanted. And the Muppet Show, the Electric Mayhem is great, man. Although I don't know if they're going to get a season 2, and I'm scared to look it up because I'd ruin the show for me. But I want to believe that they
You know,
will.
every day we get closer to the release of King of the Hill.
I know. This is also, we got 2 more seasons of Futurama coming down the pipeline, guaranteed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons did so well on Hulu. They signed a contract for 2 more seasons plus a theatrical release movie.
A theatrical release movie.
Yeah, so it's 2020, and it's either going to be
Well,
2027 or
hold on,
2028.
hold on. After everything they've done, what the fuck could they do for a theatrical movie?
It's going to be the final conclusion. It's actually going to get a true ending because they were wanting
Oh,
to be
they've
signed
said
on
that
for more.
before.
I know this. Well, this is the show that keeps getting canceled, and so they write endings because they've been canceled. This time, they're choosing to go out on their own merit. They, that Hulu wanted to sign them for more than 2 seasons, and they said, "Nope, we'll give you
Krusty,
two
you know what
more."
this means?
What?
We have to go see that movie.
Well, that means you're going to have to be alive to see it, my man.
Fuck, that's true. Damn it.
That means you're going to have
There's
to
so
lose some
many
weight, my
things I'm not
man.
going to live to see.
But don't that movie is what you need to see. You have to finish the
I
series.
wanted to live long enough to see them open the Nickelodeon time capsule.
When's that supposed to be?
Fuck, I don't know.
Google it.
I'm googling it now. Hold on. I know they had to
Yeah,
move
be
it
like
like
her.
once.
You know what's depressing?
What?
If it's like in 2050, there's a good chance that
Nickelodeon
by
time
the time
capsule.
when's it supposed to be opened?
Let's see here. 2042.
Wow, at the time of it being opened, humans are going to be so different than the time it was put in. It's mind-boggling.
I know.
Like, there's a good chance we're going to have. We already have people who technically are cyborgs. I mean, having a pacemaker technically makes you a cyborg. I have metal spine, so technically I'm a cyborg, right?
Yeah, my mom's a cyborg.
Yeah. But at that time, I imagine we're going to have human enhancements that enhance our senses, and humans are just going to be so different at that time. I just imagine it.
Oh, this is so
Mhm.
weird.
What?
Well, this is supposed to be like the ultimate 90s time capsule, but it was buried in 1992, which is before Pokemon came out. So there's no Pokemon in the time capsule for the 90s,
How
which I find strange.
how can you have an ultimate '90s time capsule? That's like saying we're going to have a 2000, the ultimate 2000s time capsule, but you stop in 2022. You miss YouTube from 2006. You miss Netflix from 2009 when they started going for online streaming. What else do you miss from 2000 to 2010?
I've got a list of things that are inside the time capsule.
Okay, let's go over that list.
These items were voted by kids as popular in the 1990s. A VHS of Home Alone and Back to the Future,
Okay, both of those are good.
various CDs,
Hmm.
a Game Boy.
Bro, think about this. There is no Backstreet Boys in there
Oh
in
my
those
God,
CDs.
there's no Britney Spears.
There is no Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys. That is blasphemy. What
Rollerblades,
else is in
very
there?
90s.
Oh yeah, that was dude. Rollerblading was so freaking popular in the '90s. I
Reebok
rollerbladed.
pumps.
Hmm. Okay, what about that teddy bear you could put cassette tapes in and it would read to you?
Yeah, that was like 80s, I think.
What? I had one of those in the '90s.
Yeah, it was probably left over from the 80s.
Hmm.
Teddy
Still though, we're only
Ruxpin.
what? Yeah,
Teddy
Teddy.
Ruxpin.
Uh, yeah, it was still popular in the '90s. Okay,
We got news
okay.
reports.
Do you remember those toys that they had in the '90s? They were the fairies that you would pull the string and they would spin and they would fly off of the thing and they would like spin and fly in the air.
Yeah, Sky Dancers.
Sky dancers. That's like totally a '90s thing.
Yeah, but there was the boys' version too, the Dragonflies.
Yeah, the drag. Yeah, I just remember the commercial for the girls for some reason. But those were super popular back in the '90s.
All right, here's gonna be a fucking relic right here. A World Atlas. That thing's outdated as shit for
Wow.
sure.
Yeah. Remember those gummy labs that you could like make your gummies in, like your worm and
Oh
bug
yeah, that only
gummies?
came out around Halloween.
Yeah. Make your own creepy crawly gummies.
Make your own monster skin and eat it.
Yeah. Bro, I was all about that.
My Floyd is Pink. What is up? Happy Wednesday, Cast and Krusty. We hope to see you for movie night, which is tonight at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, my Floyd is pink. We hope to see you there, my man. Right now we're going through the Nickelodeon time capsule from the '90s, and we're talking about like stuff that should have been in there, but that didn't make it in. So what else was in the time capsule, Mr. King?
See, Greasy Phil 420 says, I had a talk boy from Home Alone.
Mm. Home Alone.
All right, let's see here. Next up is a phone book.
My God. Oh my God. I would love to get my hands on that and just call random numbers. See if there's any that are still the same.
I know. And
Mm.
lastly, a copy of Nickelodeon magazine.
Mm.
I don't even think they still do Nickelodeon magazine.
That means we've got nothing from All Real Monsters, nothing from Rocco's Modern Life,
Yeah.
nothing from Doug, nothing from Rugrats. Can you believe they got a 90s capsule with no Rugrats in it? That is true blasphemy.
Yeah, they really should have buried this thing in '99.
Yeah, making a 90s capsule in 92 was definitely balls. That was a ballsy move, and they failed. They did not encapsulate the 90s. That is
So now we
maybe
just
the
gotta
80s.
now we just gotta wait till fucking 2042.
Yeah. Oh gosh, remember those girl toys? It was about Pocket something.
Polly
It was
Pocket.
like yeah, Polly Pocket. That's it. Those were like the best choking hazards.
Yeah.
Oh, the memories. But the biggest blasphemy of all is a 90s capsule without Pokemon. You were totally right on the
Yeah,
money
not
with
a
that.
single Pikachu. My God.
No Pokeball, no Pikachu, no
I
nothing.
feel like that's not even the full list. I feel like there used to be more. I'm pretty sure
I
they
thought
put.
they had a.
I'm pretty sure they put Gek in there.
Mm, maybe they had to remove it because of chemical compression. I don't
How
know.
can they remove it if it's unopened?
Didn't they have to move the capsule at one point?
They did have to move it, but they never opened it.
That we know of. That
There's
we know of.
there's
See,
video of it
you know.
being moved.
Okay, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go watch the original video from '92 to see every item they originally
All
put
right,
in.
let's do it right now. It's on YouTube.
We're gonna need to do that so we can catalog every item that was originally put in to make sure nothing was taken out. We have to be the historians of the caps 90s capsule. Who else but us? It makes perfect sense, right?
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, but this may be one of the biggest Nintendo scams ever if there are items missing now. I want to know where those items are at. Let's check this out. Are you going to share screen or how are we going to do this?
Well, I figured you were watching on the thing. Hold on.
Oh no, because there's like a 3 second delay.
All right, there we go.
All right. 1 second, my compadre. All right, let's do this. God, this is horrible audio quality.
We expect VHS.
Stick it into the ground for 50 years. You guys ready for this? All right. Now, you may be asking yourself, you may be saying, I wonder what changes in 50 years. Well, it just so happens I've got a box right over here from 1942, and I'm going to show you what they used to play music on in 1942. It's this thing. It's a record by Perry Como. You drop this thing, it'll shatter like a plate, and it actually just did. Now, we asked you kids out there.
No, it did not, you dumbass. It actually just did. I swear to God, kids, believe me.
That have changed since yesterday. We put a newspaper in that time capsule right there. We asked you kids because we wanted to show kids in the future what was important to us here in 1992, what was important to you. So what we got a list of some of the things that you guys read off to us. We have let's read it off right here. We got the smallest thing is a stick of gum. We got a skateboard in there. We've got 6 books, a history book, a comic book, a phone book, and a world atlas. We've got news reports from Desert Storm, the AIDS crisis, the end of the Soviet Union. We got movies, Home Alone and Back to the Future. We got photos of things that were too big to put in there, so we took pictures of them. Bicycles, trains, cars, politicians. None of them in there. We got celebrities. We got a piece of the Berlin Wall. We got lead pencils, this week's TV guide. We've got a baseball in there. We got all sorts of stuff. We got a Barbie. We got a Game Boy. I mean, you can see the list right here. We got some great stuff in there. We even got a Nicktoons t-shirt. We got CDs by Michael Jackson and Hammer. We even got some Twinkies.
Ooh, that did not age well.
For Vicky Horn. Vicky, come on out here. This is Vicky. Now, Vicky, where are you from?
Orlando.
Right here in Orlando. Well, you're a very important part of the show here today because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be videotaping the ceremony, and the last thing to go in our time capsule is going to be that videotape. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, step right over there, and we also have another special guest. Put your hands together for this guy. He's the star of the hit TV show Blossom, Joey Lawrence. Come on up, my Joey. All right, Joey. Nice to see you, man.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks a lot.
Now, how's things going with Blossom?
Blossom is going great. We are starting our third season July 6th, and we're doing unbelievable. So,
and you guys in the top 20 this season,
top
right?
20, yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously that did not go so well either.
With you to put in our time capsule?
I did, Mike. I brought a whoa hat.
Let me hold this up. Explain this whoa hat to everybody.
Well, each week on the show, I have this saying, and it goes, whoa. And I say it almost every week, and it's kind of become a big thing. So as a joke, I had hats made up for the cast and crew and decided to put one in there.
Fantastic. You sure you can part with this? Okay, put that in there. We got the whoa hat going in there. Now remember,
no one's going to understand that anymore because that show did not do well.
50 years. Now, also, Joey, I think put that on right there. I want you to do the honors of pressing the button and lowering our time capsule into the ground. Crane Man, are you ready? Okay, beautiful.
All right,
Go
Mike.
ahead, press the button, man. We're all set. Wow! What was that?
I have no idea, Mike.
It's a DeLorean.
It's the DeLorean.
Who is that? Is it Michael J. Fox? I don't know who it is. He's driving around here.
Guy looks familiar.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Emmett Brown from the Future Institute of Technology here at Universal Studios in Florida. Yeah, give a warm welcome to Dr. Brown.
Hold everything. Go bury that time capsule.
Doc, what's the problem? What is it?
Michael, Joey, thank goodness I got here in time. Terrible news, just terrible.
What is it?
Well, I was working on one of my new DeLorean prototypes when I accidentally crossed some wires and shot 50 years into the
Thank
future.
you.
And that's when I made the discovery of catastrophic proportions.
What's the problem? What's the discovery?
You got a new actor?
There'll be no more gack in the world.
No more gack.
Exactly. So for the sake of future children everywhere, you've got to put some gack into that time capsule. Otherwise, the future is sunk.
Doc, I understand what you're saying, but, I don't know if I can get some on such short notice. I mean, these things take time, Doc.
Wait a minute. I have a suggestion. I think it's time for the Gackmeister.
That's a good idea, Joey. Gackmeister!
Gackmeister!
Gackmeister out here! We got some gack.
What the fuck?
Here's the lid.
All right, we got some gack in there. We're going to need that. This gack is going to last 50 years, so make sure get it in there. Okay, thanks, Gackmeister.
That's a lot of gack.
Yeah, make sure.
Little did they know kids would start making it online on TikTok.
I know.
Get that thing back on there. Well, we've averted future catastrophe once again. Thanks a lot, Doc. Appreciate it.
No problem, Michael. Don't mention it.
Hey, actually, while we have you here, could you possibly tell me who's going to win the World Series this year?
Great Scott, I'm not going to get into a mess like that again. You know what happened the last time?
Just kidding you, Doc.
Oh, look, I've got to get back to the Institute of Future Technology and more time travel volunteers here at Universal Studio waiting to try temporal displacement. Michael, good luck with
Doc,
your time
thanks again,
capsule.
man.
Take care. Always say hello to Blossom for
All
me.
right, thanks, Doc.
And we'll see you all in the future. Bye-bye.
Doc Brown, everybody. Doc Brown.
See you later, Doc.
He's a crazy cookie man, man.
He is a
isn't he,
cookie
Joey?
guy.
Okay, hey, Vicky, did you get all that on camera? Good job. Okay, actually, we're going to take this video camera, and the last thing they're going to see on this videotape. All right. They're going to see us saying goodbye. Hey, there you go. Me and Joey. There you go.
All right. Hey, wait a minute.
Put the whole thing in, Joey, will you?
All right, I'm going to put the whole thing
Put
in.
the whole
All right.
thing in there.
All right.
We'll open that up in 50 years.
All right.
Get that baby in there. Can you fit it in there?
Yeah, it's in.
Okay, put that on there.
Yeah. Come in.
50 years, that baby. Okay, there you go.
Oh my god.
All right. Ready?
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, do the honors. Press that thing together
There we go.
on this spot in 50 years.
They just fucked
We'll
up.
be able to come
What?
here and
How'd they
visit
fuck
the
up?
First World Headquarters from kids and find
The
out
batteries in that camera are definitely going to leak acid over everything when they die.
Oh, damn.
that our dreams have become realities.
Yeah.
Current kids of 1992 have become the concerned adults of the year 2042.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
I think
Joey.
the time capsule will really become a part of our history, huh?
A big part of our history, Joey. That's right, and we're going to have a special plaque commemorating our time capsule for all visitors at Nickelodeon Studios here in Universal Studios in Florida. But our contents, the contents of this time capsule right here will remain untouched until April 30th, 2042.
2042.
This is Mike O'Malley,
And Joey Lawrence.
reporting live from Nickelodeon Studios in Florida.
See you later.
Peace.
Bye. All right.
You know what'd be hilarious?
What?
If we just spliced right now, robots just like coming to open up the cat time capsule to explore what humans were like. It's like at that point, there's just no humans left. But how many of those kids do you think are dead now?
Oh gosh. First off, I just want to say,
Statistically,
before I say anything else, I just want to say, hey babes, I didn't know you were here.
yeah, statistically, some of the people in that crowd are dead at this point, right?
That is true, man. That is true.
Yeah. So we didn't get we got some stuff, but definitely the batteries from that camera are absolutely going to leak over everything, and it's going to there's going to be acid damage, and when they open it up, there's going to be chemical gases, which leads me to believe, I guarantee you, they probably already opened it and had to clean that,
Trust you.
or something.
If you let's say they made the time capsule in 1999, let's make our own time capsule.
All right, I would take a '90s Pokeball from Burger King, the one that kids died from.
We only get one Pokemon item, and I think we should discuss what it is.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that. Well, okay, I'm gonna put forward my Pokemon item.
All right, you put forward yours, then I'll put forward mine, and then we will argue.
I want the '90s toy from, I forget if it was Burger King or McDonald's that they had to do the recall on.
It was Burger King.
Yeah, I want the '90s Burger King Pikachu Pokeball that they had to do the recall on because kids choked on it. I think that would be a great '90s thing.
Okay, so you want so you want the choking hazard Pokeball. That's not a bad choice.
I mean, that has a lot of like that was a huge thing on the news.
Yeah, it was.
What's your '90s Pokemon?
I remember when that was on the news. I remember thinking to myself, "Wow, I can't believe some kid was stupid enough to die from that."
Listen, they're children do things.
Yeah, I was also a child at the time. Thank you.
I know, but
I know better now.
Yeah, that toy was obviously not designed properly. Okay, obviously that's not. Yeah, that was not the child's fault. I'm not being heartless here. I'm saying that would be an iconic '90s thing in retrospect.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? I agree. It's a good item, but I think my item, I think you'll agree, is much better.
Oh, really? What is it?
It is the original Pokemon soundtrack, To Be a Master.
To Be a Master.
On CD.
Oh my god. That was my second choice. You know what? I would be happy with either. Okay, I say the Pokemon Be a Master CD. Let's do it.
All right, we got the. You know what? I feel like we should play a song from that CD.
And get copyrighted? Absolutely
Dude, I play music
not.
on here all the time. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I've been traumatized. I play Dust in the Wind on guitar and I immediately get copyrighted. Me, I played it myself on my guitar, not on anything else.
Man, I know.
So that's why I don't play any
all
covers.
The time and nothing happens.
And that's why I don't play covers anymore. Because fuck you, greedy people.
Phil says a VHS of Tremors.
Oh yeah, ooh, Tremors, the original Tremors VHS. Hold on, we got to write a list. Let's write our own list.
All right, hold on. I'm getting a notepad.
Actually, you know what, Casket? We're gonna write this list out, and I'm gonna go on a scavenger hunt and see if I can't find all of these items. And I'm going to make a shelf of '90s. What should we call it?
The 90s time capsule.
The '90s, the true '90s capsule.
All right, so hold on. We got Pokemon To Be a Master CD.
I think Tremors probably should be on the list. That was a classic '90s. Here's the thing, though. We can only pick 2 movies. We have to keep to that rule.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should wait and pick our movies.
Okay, we'll come back to that. But we will take some ideas for what should be in their true 90s capsule from the sexy audience. So keep them
Yes.
ideas coming. And matter of fact,
I'm just gonna Google 90s things just to help us
hold
try
on.
and.
No. If we can't recall them, then they weren't iconic. We lived through
That
the
is
90s.
true.
It's got
That
to be
is
things we
true.
recall. So we've got our one Pokemon item. If you lived through the 90s, give us your options.
We need a video game item.
I think the video game item should be the N64 controller. It was so bizarre with 3 prongs. You would never see something like that in modern times. What are your thoughts?
You know what? My girlfriend's right. We need a Beanie Baby.
We will get to Beanie Babies. We will pick a Beanie Baby. But what do you think about the N64 controller?
I like it. I just.
What video game item would be better than that?
See, the 3 things that pop out to me is the Game Boy, the
Uh
PlayStation
huh.
1, and the Nintendo 64.
Love you, baby. All right. So, but we have to have. All right. So, what are we going to say? I agree that the Game Boy is also iconic, but the Nintendo 64 controller, we've never seen something like that since. We've had predecessors to the other stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a specific
All right, hold
90s
on.
only.
Okay, I'm gonna Google. Hold on. When did the Nintendo 64 come out? Nintendo 64
Mm.
came out in 1996. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
It goes on the list.
The Nintendo 64 controller, the only one of its kind ever. Okay, so Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies. I think we need one of the holiday bears. I remember seeing commercials for those all the time during the holidays in the 90s. Or the 4th of July bear from the 90s, although that one's like
I was
$10,000.
okay. I was thinking something that
What
we
are you
all
thinking?
had was the ones from McDonald's.
Oh, a McDonald's Beanie Baby? Okay. I can mess with that. A 90s McDonald's Beanie Baby.
Back when
Mm,
McDonald's toys were good.
yeah. All right. Is there any specific one that comes to your mind?
You know what? Whichever one flights your fancy, my dude.
All right. So a 90s McDonald's Beanie Baby. Put that on the list.
Maybe we should pick an animal that we think is going to go extinct.
Oh gosh. I don't. I can't remember all the animals that they had in those.
There was an inchworm, a platypus, a
I,
lobster.
the one was a bird.
Yeah, there was. I think there was a blue jay.
You know what's going to blow your mind? I
What?
have that Blue Jay Beanie Baby still in its original 90s packaging. That's one item I've already got
Oh, nice.
from the 90s. Yeah. That thing sells for $1,000 right now, but it was gifted to me.
1,000
Yep.
from
Dude,
McDonald's.
here's the thing. Do you want to have your mind blown?
Yes.
Go look up how much some of these Beanie Babies cost. Just take a glance at how much some of these Beanie Babies cost nowadays. Some of them are
Yeah,
stupid.
I've seen how much some of them cost, but they're not selling.
Yeah, but the fact that they're valued at that level blows my mind. Like, who the f thinks they're going to get that?
If people say something's worth $5,000 and it's not selling for $5,000, then it's not
It's
worth
not
five
worth
thousand.
$5,000.
No.
I agree. I agree with you completely. Okay, so we've got one of the Master Pokemon CD, a Nintendo 64 controller, a McDonald's Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
90s. What screams 90s more than?
Toy Story.
I was going to say Razor Scooter.
You know what? Not bad. We could put a Razor scooter.
Yeah, because dude, I'm telling you right now, as a kid in the '90s, everybody in my neighborhood had a fucking razor scooter. We would carry them around everywhere we went. We would just carry them over our shoulder, and then we'd razor scooter everywhere.
And then you get hit in the shin.
Yeah. So they would collapse down, and like they were freaking cool for their
I
time.
never had one.
But you know they were popular back then.
I had no idea. I didn't have friends.
Okay, so now I'm going to say I want a razor scooters on there. Let's see, and now Toy Story. That came out in what, 98?
No, that came out in 95, 94.
Ah,
It was the first CGI complete movie.
okay. So what Toy Story item are we going to get? Is this going to be one of our two movies for the 90s, or are we going to pick an item from it?
You know what? I feel like it should be one of our items. No, I feel like it should be one of our movies. And I feel like I think I know the other one.
So an original copy of the original Toy Story in VHS.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm
Now,
curious. What's your other movie
I
pick?
think the other movie should be Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
The original.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that, because I've got something that I think is a little, I would say better, but also competitive in that market.
All right, all right.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare
It
Before.
changed the landscape.
Okay, I would agree with you.
Okay, but
But when it came out, it was a flop. It wasn't popular till later.
fair point. Fair point. Fair
If
point.
this was an early 2000s time capsule, we would totally put that in there because it was all over the internet.
Okay, then I will say another movie. I hate to put two Disney movies. You know what? We shouldn't do two Disney movies.
You know what we should do? Oh man, who's that
I was
guy?
going to say,
Who's the guy who created the Rats of Nim? John Bluth. We should do one of his movies. He was a direct competitor to Disney.
What movies did he make in the '90s?
I think I can't remember if the Rats of Nim was 80s or 90s.
I think that was either really early '90s or late '80s.
Yeah, it was one or the other.
I'm trying to think of '90s movies that just really stood out, like the test of '90s time. Oh no, okay, yeah, I've got it. It's got to be one of the '90s Adam Sandler movies.
No,
He was king of comedy back then.
I was thinking Forrest Gump.
Ooh, you know what? I can fuck with that. I agree. I vote Forrest Gump. That or the Titanic movie from the '90s. Both of those were major box. Well, the Titanic movie was the #1 best-selling movie at the time.
You know what? You're right. We could put it in a different Toy Story item.
Okay, so we're doing Titanic and
Yeah,
we're
but it
doing
has to
Forrest
be on
Gump.
VHS, the double VHS.
Yeah. Okay, so those are our two movies. What Toy Story item are we going to have then? Because now we have to go back to that.
Oh, we gotta have like a Woody or Buzz or something.
A Woody or a Buzz? I'm trying to. Yeah, we could do that. We could buy. I'm thinking. Yeah, why not a Woody? Just a classic Woody doll.
Yeah, we can get a Woody doll easy from like Burger King back then.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with a Woody doll. Okay, now we need some news stuff. We got to get some news stuff. What was really hyped in the news in the '90s?
OJ.
Yeah, okay, definitely the OJ case has got to be in there. 1,000%. I'm sure I can buy some OJ news clippings online from the '90s.
Or
It may be expensive.
yourself.
Okay, we need '90s OJ about the trial.
You know what we don't have in here that's fucking 90s as fuck?
Digimon.
No, not Digimon.
What?
The Simpsons.
It did get its massive popularity in the 90s.
It did.
Technically, it's in the 80s.
Yeah, but it only had one episode in the 80s.
Well, that's just like saying technically SpongeBob is 90s.
Technically,
Whenever
he
it came
is
out.
90s, I guess.
You know what I mean? Technically. Which that means that the Simpsons are technically the 80s, if SpongeBob's are technically the 90s.
I don't know. I got a 90s jigsaw puzzle that says otherwise.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Now hear me out on this. Simpson Pogs. That's a 2-in-1 right there.
You know,
They
you're
had
right.
those.
That's a 2-in-1. They're back in Pog form.
Yeah, I remember having Simpson Pogs. So we should get some. I need to get some Simpson Pogs to go in this. Are you writing the shit down?
Yes, I am writing this down.
Pogs were totally 90s.
Should I tell you what we have so far?
Yeah, go ahead and run through it for me and the audience. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
Pokemon To Be a Master CD. We got a Beanie Baby from McDonald's. We got a Nintendo 64 controller. We got a Razor scooter. We got V8. We got Titanic on VHS. We got Forrest Gump. We got OJ news clippings and Simpson Pogs.
My God, see, already our 90s capsule sounds so much more 90s.
Krusty, meet me in the hangout room.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. All right, we're going to go to the hangout room, and we're going to continue going the 90s.
To the hangout room.
Okay, everybody watching, you just stay here. You're just going to chill. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Hey, babes.
Doing.
I'm live streaming with Krusty.
Yeah. I commented saying that you should make a time capsule now and just put a skibidi toilet inside of it and don't tell anyone what is inside of it.
Oh God.
And people in 50 years will be so confused. People in 50 years are like, what is this? Is this what people used to look like?
Yes. It's a fact that people used to look like. A printout of some chain emails. Damn, that I haven't seen a chain email in a while.
Rusty.
Oh. All right. How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Okay.
All right. So we were talking about the 90s capsule, what we're going to be making. So what do you think about the capsule that we have listed so far?
Pretty good. I suggested a Furby.
Oh, yes. And that's definitely getting in there.
All right, Furby.
A Furby is totally 90s. 100%.
Yeah, those things. Being that you said the camera thing, you should probably pull out the batteries out of the Furby. Did they used to pull out the batteries?
Oh God, yeah, because you used to be able to activate them in the stores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What else is totally 90s?
I don't know, trading cards.
Which ones?
Yeah. Very casually put the super rare Charizard card inside of the capsule.
I would say Digimon cards because those were only popular in the 90s. You know, but
I never met anyone who had any.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they were everywhere in my part of the woods. But okay, then no Digimon cards. I would say.
You know what? I will say, if you want a Digimon item, I know a Digimon item we can put in, and it'll completely fit with the 90s vibe.
Digivice.
Yes.
Yeah, a 90s Digivice.
A Digimon.
Tamagotchi. How could we forget Tamagotchi Pet? Yeah, Digimon Digital Pet, the Tamagotchi Digimon.
Technically,
That's another
Digimon. I
2-in-1.
think Digimon came out before Tamagotchi.
No, no.
Well,
Tamagotchi was made first, and then they decided, hey, this is very popular with girls. Let's make a boy version.
yeah.
And that's why they say, okay, Digimon is the same concept, but they are able to fight each other.
Okay, so my next big thing that I'm thinking of when I think 90s, remember those quarter machines you used to be able to get those little toys in, like those little slappy hands that would stick on walls and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you could go into stores and just put a quarter in and get one of those out.
All right, one sticky hand.
Yeah, that's a sticky hand. That's totally 90s.
By the time you open the capsule, it will disintegrate completely.
All right, okay. What Nickelodeon item should we put in the time capsule?
It's got to be one Nickelodeon item that sums up everything.
What I've got that clock.
That's exactly where my mind went to. A Nickelodeon Splat clock would be a great item to put into
The
it.
Nickelodeon Time Blaster.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, extra case that says green slime.
Green slime. That is also a valid option.
You know what? Slime and green shit and just nasty shit was pretty part of the 90s. I think we could put that in there as a separate item.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
we're still putting trash in there.
Now, what about
Cartoon
we need more
Network.
history? Cartoon Network. What can we put? Power Rangers was so popular in the 90s.
That is true.
We need a Power Rangers thing.
What
That has
kind?
I will suggest a figure of the Green Ranger.
You know what? That I like the Green Ranger. I would be down for that. What do you think, Casket?
He is the only one who still does conventions and shit.
Oh, he's
All
dead.
right. Oh, he's dead?
He
Yeah,
died? When did he
yeah, he killed
die?
himself. He killed himself last year.
Last year? I never heard about this.
Oh my god, he killed himself?
Oh my god, the Green Ranger killed
The original
himself.
Green Ranger killed himself. Oh my god, the comic was ruined. Green Ranger suicide. Fuck, man. I like how Alice is just so casual about it. Oh, by the way, he killed himself.
He killed himself in 2022.
Oh my god.
You know what? I know exactly what Cartoon Network item we can put. That's weird. I'm getting a call from a private number.
Pick it
So I'm
up.
already telling you
I
about
can't.
the
They
fact
just
that
hung up.
Interesting.
it was the Green Ranger.
He's calling from the dead.
Alright, so I think I know what Cartoon Network item we can put in the thing. It'll tick several boxes.
Hold on. Let me give my option first, and then you do yours with the rebuttal.
Alright.
Yeah,
I want the
I
Toonami
just so you
mascot from
know,
the original lineup, the robot guy.
You know what? We'll put that in as a separate item because I think that counts as a separate thing.
Okay, tell me what yours is now.
I was thinking of putting in the Halloween tree.
Ooh,
It's
that is
cartoon.
classic 90s.
It's Halloween. It's Cartoon Network. It's Hanna Barbera. It's hand drawn animation that's at its finest, and it's voiced by Spock.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue against that. I cannot argue against that. So are we going with a VHS copy? Did they ever release it on VHS?
Yeah, I got a VHS copy.
Okay, then there we go. Put that on the list.
also
What was
I just searched it up, and yeah, the Green Ranger killed himself in November 19 of 2022 in a hotel in Houston, Texas.
I need to write a song about that. Green Ranger Suicide Danger. That's the name of the song.
It's the Green Ranger, Suicide Danger.
That's going to be the title. I'm going to make a song tributing to the Green Ranger. Man. Wow. Well, so yeah, make sure what was the name of the Toonami robot guy?
Tom.
Tom. Yeah, Toonami Tom. We need a Toonami Tom in there.
Well, I've got a Funko Pop of him.
That would work. We just need something that can represent him. I know they made toys of him in the 90s, but those are super expensive.
Yeah, no, almost non-existent.
If I could find an original one from the 90s, I'll snag it. But if I can't, I'll have to find some. I'll have to like get the Funko Pop.
Well, the Funko Pop only cost about $15.
All right. What else is 90s? We need more. We need more. Oh, how could we forget Bill Clinton getting a BJ in office?
We need a Bill Clinton.
We need a Bill Clinton condom. What do you think? Or we could get one of the T-shirts that was popular back then that said "I didn't do it," with Bill Clinton's face on it.
Yes.
From the 90s. That's totally a historical piece right there.
You know what else we need for our 90s time capsule?
What's that?
A replica of the World Trade Center.
Okay. Let's put it on the list.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
No, actually, you're right, though. That was the biggest news thing in the 90s. We have to put it in there. We have to.
Yeah, but that wasn't 90s. That was 2001.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
That's next decade's one.
Yeah. All right. What else was the 90s thing? I mean, anime really started getting popular in the West in the 90s.
Oh, God, hold on.
I'm going to fight for this.
All right.
A Dragon Ball Z something. It came to the West in the mid 90s, and it's what blew up anime in the Western culture.
All right, all out Dragon Ball.
Okay, so for that item, I am thinking a Kid Goku action figure from the 90s.
Dude, why go
Goku?
No, not Goku. Why? I'm thinking of a word, but I can't think of it.
Ooh, you know what? Even better, I can get a Scouter. I'll get a Scouter.
It should be a Dragon Ball.
You're right. You're right. I'll get a Dragon Ball. I will get the 4-star Dragon Ball.
Yu-Gi-Oh came out in the 90s, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the 90s. That'll be our trading cards.
There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the 90s. We've got a Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball Z. And what else? I feel like we're missing stuff. We need to represent girls too. We need to represent women too.
Yeah, but we got Furby.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what was really popular for women in the 90s?
I don't fucking know. Barbie pantyhose? I don't fucking know.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
I was a little boy.
All right, fine. I'm thinking we need to get a Polly Pocket because that was every girl loved a Polly Pocket in the 90s. Sound good?
You know what girls loved back in the 90s?
Backstreet Boys.
I was gonna say slap bands.
Oh my God, you're right. Slap bands. Okay, we got to throw some slap bands on there too. Every girl had a slap band in the 90s. Those were like the thing to get.
Also, I want to thank Greasy Phil for that one.
Greasy Phil, that was a good call, my man. Flat bands were totally a girls' 90s thing. And I am thinking we need to add a movie for girls back then. Because we have two for the. Just hear me out.
All right.
A Mary Kate and Ashley movie from the 90s.
I was thinking that.
Ooh, so we're on the same path here. Let's keep walking down this journey. Question is which one?
I don't know how to spell their fucking names. Vacation.
Which movie? I like the one where they become witches.
Honestly, I don't remember a single one of them.
You don't remember the one where they get the magical wands and they
I
become
remember
witches?
I remember there was a Halloween one. That I don't remember anything about it. That's all I remember.
All right, fine. We'll just say Mary Kate and Ashley's 90s movie. Whichever one I can find. We'll just put it at that.
You know who else was big in the 90s?
Who? Aaron Carter.
No, man.
Who?
Urkel.
Oh, Urkel was totally in the 90s.
And I know exactly what item we can get
What?
for the time capsule. A
What's
box of Urkelos. Showing
Oh
that
my God.
showing not only was Urkel popular, but everything had a cereal in the 90s.
I'm down for that. Put it on the list.
Urkelos.
See, guys, this is a true 90s time capsule. Urkelos.
All right, I feel like we need another CD.
Okay. Another CD. What was a
You know
what was
what?
a big band
We're
in the
gonna do
90s?
3 CDs rapid succession. Britney, Backstreet Boys,
Hold on. Who was the and Creed?
and Creed.
Because that type of singing back then was really popular from Creed.
God, my spelling is atrocious. All right, so now
Mhm.
we've got like 4 CDs in here. I feel like we need at least one cassette.
Agreed. What can be on the cassette?
A mixtape. Yeah, but we have to make it from a radio.
Okay, deal. We have to get a radio that has a cassette player / recorder and make our own mixtape from the radio.
Yes.
Oh no, even better. I have to find one. This will be the hardest item to find. I have to find a mixtape from the 90s of the radio that was playing in the 90s. This is
Oh
going
my
to be
God,
the
yes.
this is going to be the trophy item of the collection. This is going to be the thing to hunt for in the Easter in the item hunt. If someone had to have recorded the radio in the 90s and whatever songs played. That's going to be the hardest thing to get. I'm excited for this hunt.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Mm. Let's see here. What toys? Remember those stretchy toys they used to have in the 90s? Like the
Which ones?
like they had like the Spider-Man action figure and you could stretch him out to like 6 feet tall and he would slap back down.
Oh, you mean Stretch Armstrong?
Whatever they were called. Yeah. We need some 90s toys. Because 90s commercials were like for kids were freaking awesome.
Man, what toys were popular in the 90s?
Popular toys. Any hints, comments? Any people in the comments? What were some popular 90s toys that you can recall? We would love to hear them. 90s toys, 90s toys.
Well, we've got the Furby.
True. That is a 90s toy. Hmm. Tickle Me Elmo. That came out in the 90s. Did it not? I think it did. Mm,
Yeah, but I don't think people started killing each other until after 2000.
okay. Mm. Oh, Tech Decks. The finger skateboards.
Yes.
That's totally a 90s thing. Do you remember those?
You know what? You know what else we need?
What?
Just something mentioning Y2K.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's definite. A Y2K survival handbook.
There was all sorts of like VHSs and like
Mm-hmm.
preparedness guides.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is a beautiful option, my man.
I know.
I think we have a pretty good lists right here. I think it's perfect.
I feel like we're missing something though.
What could we be missing? Do you know at home? Yeah? Type it louder. What are we missing? The creme de la creme, the cherry on the pie. Something that screams, this was the 90s. I got it.
What?
That's when people started getting those. We have to get one of those free AOL internet CDs that they used to have in stores in the late 90s.
Oh my god, yes.
You remember those?
They would like mail them to you.
Because the mid 90s is whenever they started offering those. Because that's when the internet really started becoming mainstream.
I was gonna say a computer mouse,
Mm.
but yours is way better.
I have to find one of those free internet CDs from the 90s. You get free 15 hours.
Wow, 15 whole hours at dial-up speeds. I'll be able to look at one page.
Yeah, you know what? That has absolutely got to be in there. If you can think of anything else that we have missed, please let us know in the comments, or um, let us know down below if you're rewatching this video. Because this
Yeah.
list will continue. This is just a list that will continue to grow until it's complete, and we will know when that happens. And we need your help to finish
Gosh,
this.
we've got 31 items on the list already.
Mm.
Should we just go down the list again for the people who are just joining?
Sure. First, tell them what we're doing.
This is the 90s time capsule we're doing.
We're doing a real 90s time capsule because the one done by Nickelodeon they did in 1992, and we feel as though we could make one better to actually represent the full 90s.
Yeah.
So, Casket, tell the people at home the list that we have so far.
Alright, we've got Pokemon's To Be a Master on CD. We got the Beanie Babies from McDonald's. We've got a Nintendo 64 controller and a Razor scooter. We got the Titanic VHS double pack. We've got Forrest Gump on VHS. We've got a Woody doll. We've got OJ Simpson clippings. We have Simpsons Pogs. We've got a Furby. We've got a Digimon digital pet and a sticky hand. We've got the Nickelodeon Time Blaster, Green Slime, the Green Ranger, the Toonami. We've got the Halloween tree. We got a Bill Clinton T-shirt. We got a Dragon Ball. We got Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We got slap bands. We got Mary Kate and Ashley. We got Urkelos. We got Britney Spears. We got the Backstreet Boys. We got Creed. We got an authentic 90s mixtape, a skateboard, Y2K, and an AOL CD.
Mm-hmm. I believe that is a way better representation of the 90s. And now comes the fun part, the hunt to collect these items.
Well, I actually have some of this stuff.
Well, we'll start a list of the ones you don't have. I will be on the hunt for eBay. Will be my friend. Oh, who just joined?
Okay.
Hello?
Apparently, for some reason, my
Casket,
comment.
who did we get?
Can you hear me?
Queso.
Testing. Can you
Hello,
hear me?
Queso. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I guess my comments weren't getting through, but your music on that list is really inaccurate. It's your list, but I personally don't think Britney, Backstreet Boys, or Creed should be on there, and I can explain why.
Okay, why?
Okay, well, Britney, her breakout album was like 98, 99, so at the very end of the 90s, and then she rode that momentum into the early 2000s. Same thing with the Backstreet Boys, where their breakout albums were like 1999 or 2000, so they put that momentum into the early 2000s. And Creed just wasn't like bigger than Mariah Carey or Celine Dion in the 90s, right? So I think, I don't know. That's my only objection, is the music is not, I don't think it's reflective of of what actually happened in the 90s.
Sorry, I had to leave and rejoin. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear what anyone
No
was
worries.
saying.
I'll quickly reset it. Britney Spears, her breakout album was late 90s, like 98, 99, right?
Mm-hmm.
Backstreet Boys, also their breakout albums were 1999, 2000, so late 90s, early 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And Creed wasn't bigger in the 90s than like Mariah Carey, right, or Celine Dion, in terms of like sales and whatnot. So I just don't think like it's, if you're truly making a 90s accurate list, that for music wise, that those selections of artists are fully accurate, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I say that's a good point. We need to pick someone from the early 90s that was popular, mid, and late. I think that would be more rounded.
All right.
What do you think, Casket?
I'm taking them off the list.
Well, I don't know if like you have to select early, mid, and late. I think just if you look up you should look up the top selling artists of the 90s. Yeah, see, number 1 was Celine Dion. Number 2 was Mariah Carey. Garth Brooks was number 3. Whitney Houston 4. I could see Nirvana being on the list though.
Nirvana, hell yeah.
Nirvana sounds good to me.
They had a lasting impact throughout the 90s.
What about this, Spice Girls? That's totally a 90s only thing.
Yeah, I don't know if they were big enough though.
I don't know, man. They hosted the MTV Awards in the 90s. I mean, they were big, but only in the 90s.
Yeah, but they weren't bigger than like Mariah Carey or Celine Dion. Like those are so many, like just insane. So I don't know.
Okay.
Up to you guys, but I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll see you guys for movie night.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Peace. What are your thoughts, Mr. King?
I feel like we need at least one DVD of some sort.
A DVD? Were those popular?
Yeah, they were around in the 90s.
I don't think those really got popularity until the 2000s, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be more of a 2000s popularity thing. They had them in the late 90s, but you're spending $300-400 for a DVD player in the 90s. I mean, most people stuck with VHSs through the 90s.
That is true. Or they went with laser disc.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I do think we should probably put Celine Dion on there because she did have some good hits in the 90s that I can remember. All right, so we have a better list than the Nickelodeon time capsule. What? I'm trying to think. Was there anything major that was built in the 90s?
I know.
What's that?
You, bro.
What?
I said you, bro.
Damn. Ain't that the sweetest thing you ever said?
No, I once ordered a coffee that was mostly sugar.
Yeah. What was the most popular McDonald's? I was gonna ask what the most popular fast food was in the 90s, but it's probably McDonald's.
Yeah.
Mm. I think we have a good round selection of everything that we could think of. I mean that encompasses growing up in the 90s. But this will be a working list. We will add things. We may add one or two more things if someone brings up a good argument for something. But this is going to be the primary list of going forward, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to make the real 90s time capsule. And my goal is to have it buried. I'm going to make it and bury it by the end of the year. And I will unbury it the same year that Nickelodeon unburies theirs. And I'm going to be like, look, this is what a real 90s time capsule looks like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it will be fun. What do you think?
That'd be great, man.
Agreed. Good old 90s. I'm excited. This is going to be a good list. You got to share me the list so I can start going through. I'm still sad about the Green Ranger, man.
Yeah, I can't believe he killed himself.
Doesn't say how he did it.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know that. I know I'm not going to get off on that tangent. Not going to do it. But we hope to see you all back here tonight for movie night. I guess we'll go ahead and call it here.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we will be back for movie night. I hope you all come back for that.
We'll
We
see
appreciate
you
you being here.
guys in an hour and a half.
Goodbye.